What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I want to talk about Death Row Records, and for guys that grew up in the West Coast, Snoop Dogg, Tupac, just Suge Knight, Dr. Dre. Death Row was a lot for the West Coast. A lot of guys, even for me, I was in between Northern California and Southern California. It meant a lot to us as far as the hip hop world, because the hip hop world at the time was really dominated by, the East Coast. Down South hadn't made their run yet, so really was New York City. But then when the West Coast talent started coming through, and remember, it's not so many blacks really on the West Coast, and to have that brand, it meant a lot to a lot of blacks, especially those in the independent hustle. And we all know about Suge Knight. We know what ended up happening to Tupac. We know that Death Row ended up going away, filing bankruptcy. We know what Suge Knight did. He could have been the greatest CEO in hip hop history, but he was an idiot. And Snoop Dogg, fighting a case for murder in the 90s, end up owning Death Row. Remember, Snoop Dogg had a hell of a time. He was broke at one point. He signed with No Limit with Master P, but now he owns Death Row Records, a company that he used to be working for. I remember when he first came out with Dr. Dre on a Chronic in 92. I was 11 years old. I'm 40 now. I want to talk to black men about something, okay? Many of us are working for somebody else. We just are. We are starting off in a position of a starting point. You don't have what you have. You're broke. You're struggling. Some of us are catching the bus. But you know what? I want to tell something about black men and about America, and even about the opportunities in Africa. You are your life. You are who you want to become. And every day you have two hands and you have 2 feet. You get to write your own ticket. And if you want to be somebody in the world, you might not be the best athlete, but if you want to be somebody, all you got to do is stick to it. That's what black men got to realize, and you are what you can conceive yourself to be. If you have a dream, you can become it. Snoop Dogg undeniably faced problems, okay? He faced issues. He faced struggles along the way. But now look at him. He owns the company he had beef with. He owns the company he had problems with. A guy who talks shit about him because he continued to do the right thing and the other guy didn't. The other guy thought he was on top and didn't do what he's supposed to do. He didn't do the best business practices. He was doing whatever. But guess what? Slow and steady wins the race. We've always had that outcome. And a lot of black men out there are just like, damn, man, like, I'm working every day. Man, I'm wanting to do this. I'm wanting to do that. Things are not opening up for me. But I want to challenge your thought process about that as black men. Are you thinking that you can be more than what you are right now? Because Snoop Dogg owns Death Row, not because of his talent, but because he believed he could own it. He can own it based on his productivity. If Snoop Dogg can do it, I can do it. If Suge can do it, I can do it. If Master P can do it, I can do it. I got just as much reach as they. Why can't I do it? Boom. Here's the opportunity. I'm doing it. Suge Knight is in prison. He don't own Death Row no more. He'll never see another day on Death Row. It's done. But look at Snoop. And I want black men to start to look at the opportunities, because there are always going to be problems as black men. We're always going to have issues as black men. We're always going to have struggles as black men. But the fundamental issue is, do we believe that we have ownership in something? That's it, and that's all. Do we believe that we have ownership? And if we do, we'll own it. If we don't, we won't. There's so many black men out there that don't believe they deserve to own anything. I can be honest and tell you that. You got black men that have all the talent in the world, don't believe they supposed to own something, don't believe they can run something. Why? Why not you? Why not you being a medical doctor? Why not you being the lawyer? Why not you? Okay. What is it about you that you shouldn't have it, but somebody else should have it over you? Why? Okay. Why not you? It should be you, but it's not. Okay. Suge Knight never thought that he wouldn't be where he is. Snoop Dogg is where he is because Suge Knight fucked up. Whose fault is it? Sorry for you, Suge, but you screwed it up, bro. And the people who are your enemies, if they don't have discipline, they will become your footstool. And everything is about, with black men, doing what you're supposed to do every single day. It's all it's about. Nothing else but that. Once black men realize that every single day you have an opportunity to do something that nobody else can do, that's when we're going to have more success. That's when we're going to be able to do better. Other than that, we will never own things. And as far as the black community, Death Row is an African-American brand. We need to be looking for, as black men, what are the gaps in our community? I don't care if it's healthcare related, if it's Bitcoin related, what are the gaps in our community that we understand? Snoop Dogg ain't the smartest man in the world. He understands hip hop though, right? So he knows how the music business works. Let's own what we have the capability of knowledge for in our community, right? This is something that black men gotta understand. This is not calculus. You gotta own what you understand, and what you understand can be worth a lot of money. It's your responsibility to own your community. It's your responsibility to own what people are doing. If you don't own it, somebody else is gonna own it. And you can do whatever you wanna do as long as you put your time in. I want people to watch the Blacks Without Borders documentary, showing those African Americans that went to South Africa, all right? Running big businesses, big corporations, billion-dollar projects. Why? Because they believe that they can do it. Life is about feeling like I can do this or I can't. I'm in Africa right now. Wanna know why I feel like I can live here? Because I felt like guys, this one time, how do you come to Africa like 17 times? Because I believe I should be here. I can compete. I'm not scared. I'm not intimidated. I deserve to be here. You don't like it, kiss my ass. So I'll have ownership. Even if I was in the black community, it would be no different. I deserve to be here. I don't care about Pookie and Ray Ray. I don't care about drug dealers. I don't care about any of that shit. I'm the man, right? I run this. You don't like it, get off. You want to fight me for it? Come get it. End of story. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again. Another episode of the Celebrity Jack. I appreciate for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. Check out the first comment to pin top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high. I'm out.